What up, world? It's your boy J Star back again. We got the week 12 slate here, man, for Sunday. Gonna get right into this one, straight into this one, man, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about in this, what I want to say, slate here, man. Especially since I don't know, since it is Thanksgiving weekend and everything, so don't know for sure I'll be there for the final look video. So I'm gonna do as much as possible for this one just in case. So looks like we got the Saints in Atlanta in the first game here. Carr with Michael Thomas look like he's out. It's going to be looking like he's going to definitely be targeting, his main option in Olave, because he moves from the slot to out wide. Has done well against this style of defense too as well. Shaheed has done good too, so maybe a double stack could work here. It is divisional game, so do expect them to be up and ready to go against them and everything, trying to battle for that division and things. So definitely I feel like those two. Kamara has done decent against this style of defense as well. So if you want to take some shots there, you can. But I know the Falcons haven't really given up too many yards per carry is real low, and then also touchdowns is real low. On the other side here, though, looks like we have, what is it here? So for Ritter, it looks like it's right. Definitely should be starting, right? Okay, reclaim the starting line. Okay, so we got Ritter over here. It looks like we got yards per carry is pretty decent and top 10 in the league here. So Bijan Robinson should definitely be in play there for that. Touchdowns, they're not really giving up on the rush, but when it comes to passing, looks like yards per catch is decent. Touchdowns 15th in the league. But if you get to the end zone, they are a top 10 team. So looking like London could be in play here for maybe a possible touchdown to him. Besides that, my bad. I meant to say Taysom Hill too on the other side of the game, because Atlanta, we already know we targeted tight end. So Taysom Hill too as well. But for tight end, looks like Smith has done okay, like one game. But besides that, it looks like it's London and Bijan, man. That's about it. We move on then from this game here. Got Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Let's get to these notes on this game here. So we do know Burrow's going to be out. We got Browning. To tag along with Browning here, is more looking like yards per carry is pretty high. So possibly a lot of running to Mixon. They are pretty good at stopping them from getting the touchdown once they get down there, though. So then they're going to have to rely upon, let's look at this. A-Dot is high and yards per catch is actually high here. So trying to think, though, this is a one high defense. Okay, so they're going to probably need somebody like a a Chase or Higgins to play this game, because one of these two wide receivers out wide is going to be where they need to target at. So if Higgins is able to go, I would kind of lean towards Higgins in this game, though. Besides that, on the other side, Pickett, man, just hasn't been that great. If anything, Warren, I like Warren a lot, but if it was any receiver I think was going to hit, it would be Pickens again. I know he did well the first time, and it would probably be him again this time, because he does do good, I want to say, against like man-style defenses, one high safety type defenses, and things like that. Bengals have pretty high yards per catch and A-Dot, and that could be the reason why he ends up doing decent in this for 4,700 again, like he did the first time. Besides that, that's about it. I would say, I think Fryermuth is back, so 2,900. If his targets get up, he possibly can do something here, because that is that's very cheap, man. So possibly could be in play. Cincinnati has been very vulnerable to giving up points to tight ends. So moving on, though, we got this Jacksonville Houston game here. It should be a really great game here, man. Trevor Lawrence, man, is going to need to throw to ETN to get a touchdown here. You got to pass catching backs, man, and if not that, you're gonna have to throw to Ingram. So the wide receiver is gonna be pretty tough. ETN and Ingram will probably be your best stacks or run backs if you're thinking about running it back here. Stroud on the other side here, though. We're looking at, let's see, get to these notes real quick for y'all. Looking at yards per catch is pretty decent. Touchdowns is high, and touchdowns even in the end zone is very high. So we're definitely looking at, out of Dell, or Collins here because they're playing one high safety. So one of these wideouts should do well. One of them might be taken away, and end up having less points. Like we seen the first time, Dell was the one, but now I wonder now that they seen Dell being his favorite target, will they try to take away Dell and leave Nico? So you can take that savings and be contrarian and take Nico if you think that's going to happen there. But yeah, definitely one of these receivers here should get it going. And have a really good day there. Also, I think possibly Schultz could be decent play too as well, but 5,400 is kind of pricey to me though. Besides that, move on from there. We got Tampa and the Colts here. It's looking like here. I think could be a sneaky game for Baker, man. Like sneaky game, week 2 for Baker. I mean, like I think like almost everything it feels like is almost in play here. For him, like all his best things, I would say, like like White touchdowns, is there against the Colts, and then Evans. Like I feel like these two could hit for him, and Baker could end up having one of his best games. On the other side here, you got Minshew, with I would say definitely with Downs. Could have been possibly a tight end, but I don't know. Granson and them are just kind of up in the air with that. But yeah, Downs and Minshew for sure. Don't really know what else I would say there, but besides that, we keep it moving here, and it looks like Pats, the Giants here. Let's see what we got going on here. If anything, it's looking more like the run game. A sneaky play could be Zeke if Stevenson is not able to go. If Stevenson is able to go, then yeah, definitely. I think Stevenson is going to be a good play. Yards per carry is high, and touchdowns are first in the league. Like godly. So definitely, like I said, sneaky play could be Zeke playing one of his old teams. So watch out for that. If Stevenson is not able to go, could have some savings there. Besides that, we do know the Giants give up, some yards per catch is very high. Touchdowns decent. Maybe Douglas. In that slot area, probably could be a place to attack here. Besides that, that's pretty much about it. This is just kind of ugly game here to me. Because for the Pat side of things, I don't really see them getting anything going over here. Like for, DeVito, his receivers are just so up in the air here. If anybody, I would probably go to Wan'Dale Robinson. I think they wouldn't probably be so on him to take him away. So it'd probably be something like that is all I can see there. Touchdowns pretty decent for the rush, so maybe Saquon could do something. Besides that, we got Carolina and Tennessee here, man. Should be a decent game here. Let me move off of that. Okay, so we got Will Levis. He's going to have Henry for sure. With having Henry for sure, I feel like it should open up the passing game for them easily. So possibly Hopkins could be in play there for just because of that. Like anytime I think, the Titans have their run game going, then, I feel like it opens up so much more for their offense, period. So I definitely think something like a Hopkins could be in play. And that's probably about it. Besides that, it would just be, just a Henry play. On the other side here with Bryce Young, they're going to probably more than likely take away the run from them. They're going to need a pass. Definitely, Thielen should be decent play here. Believe he's done well, at least one good time. Yeah, he's done really good. And that's pretty much about it, though, because all his other receivers just aren't really viable plays and stuff like that. Let's move on then. We got the last 4 games here. And we got the Rams playing the Cardinals here. So this should be a really good game, man. Like, it sucks that so many injuries has happened, but definitely Kyren Williams coming back should be a huge play for them. It's kind of almost feels like their offense is going back to what it was at the beginning. If Kupp is going to be out, he has a chance to play. I don't know, like that kind of makes me feel like he might not end up playing. If he plays, yeah, Kupp is definitely a play. If not, then Puka is going to be high, good play. Saw some Trammell get in last game, do a little something there. But if not, Tutu is going to be a easy value play, I guess, for sure. Because we've seen too much, against the Cardinals points, get put up. Like, just saw Tank Dell, what he was able to do. So, Tutu would definitely be in play. If not, though, Puka, yeah, going to probably be locking him in as long as he's able to go there with Stafford. And kind of nothing else really that I would like other than that. Touchdowns is really high here too, so yeah, Stafford should be a actually good play as long as his receivers are able to go. Kyler Murray on the other side here though, It looks like Connor's decent play here. Besides that, wide receiver wise, we're looking to attack the middle of the field. So I think a Rondell Moore possibly is a play, and of course McBride is going to be a great play. Tight ends have just done really well against the Rams. If you want to just skinny stack this and not do too much, you can just go with a McBride or Murray. And if you want to double, I think Moore and McBride is probably a way to go. Run that back what we thought was going to already go off last week, and everybody was chalked to it. Maybe now people are less on it, and it probably works, with Kyler Murray in that same stack. So Cleveland and the Denver Broncos here, though, we got Russell. It's going to be a tough game for him, I think. Cleveland is just such a tough defense. Where he needs to attack, though, is probably going to be his favorite receiver, though, in Sutton, man. That's going to be his best thing, but it's going to be hard going against, what I want to say, who is it over there? Ward. It's going to be a very hard matchup for him. I don't know, possibly Mims, gets something deep in this game because they might have to use somebody like him to get down this field. So maybe a Mims with Russell Wilson could be a play here. Besides that, I don't really see too much there. I think Russell just kind of struggles in this game. DTR here though, man. The Broncos have been a lot of points can happen here, I would say. So like somebody like a Ford, I would also try to say who else I'd like here. So it's too high. You want to kind of attack the middle. So Elijah Moore and then Njoku right here. That would be where I'm thinking DTR if you're thinking about stacking, And maybe this is too many people, so possibly a Ford and a Njoku is good enough right there. So you're looking to stack a DTR stack. That would be where I would go. Kansas City and the Vegas Raiders here. We got Pat Mahomes, of course, with Kelsey. And I would also say this is too high. So yeah, Rice and Kelsey should be the best plays here. Also, I think their yards per carry is very high here for the Raiders in the touchdown. So Pacheco is going to be in play, even though we know he runs sideways. So I don't even know if he ended up getting him 100 yards last game. Yeah, he was stuck on that 89. Wow. I know he went backwards like 6, so it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. But that going sideways missed the bonus there. And missed a touchdown and everything. Like, just, I don't know. It's hard to pick him, man. But like I said, if you want to stack, you do the Kelsey and Rice, man. It's pretty simple there. On the other side here, though, with O'Connell, Jacobs should be in play here, man. Yards per carry is high. Touchdowns is not, though. But let's see. Anything else I would think here? I wonder when they're going to start throwing the ball to Myers. Like, I really wonder because this should be a better game for him than it should be for Adams. And I wonder if they get the ball to Mayer at all. But, yeah, those are the plays there, man. Besides that, we got this really great game here, man. Of course, what hurts, we've had many games with him and AJ. Of course, being able to stack. Of course, Swift has been really good against the style of defense, so he's going to be in play here. And then, like, AJ Brown, and I would also try to say Smith has done well at least couple of times, and we know he's going to, so I would say it's interchangeable between these two, but Swift is definitely a go. So interchangeable with these two. Brown has had more what I want to say higher fantasy point games, so definitely that's why his price is so much higher. But Smith is coming off of how many targets he had? 8 targets. So good to see. I would think, we would need to see a what I want to say, like a double-digit target game for him to have a huge game here. And if it doesn't get it, then, I would lean more towards that having Brown. But Swift is really a good run back too there if you just want to run this back and you think it's Josh Allen on this side. Josh Allen here should definitely be, Diggs has had really great games. Against this style of defense, Davis is hit and miss, of course, like always. Shakir is also going to be in play here in that slot area, but also Kincaid. Kincaid should be a really good play here. We've been picking on them against that. When it comes to making my one lineup, man, I kind of want to stay right here, matter of fact, on this game. But I am going to eliminate who I'm going to eliminate here. I'm going to eliminate Diggs, man. But I like the Shakir and Kincaid double stack right here with Josh Allen late. And then for my running backs here, I am actually going to go get off of this game, my bad. And I'm going to go cheap here for my first back at least. I'm going to go with Ford. And then of course, I mean, come on, Henry ain't hit for a while, and this got to be the week. So and he's at home too. So yeah, definitely. And then for my wide receivers, I'm gonna run back Tank Dell again. He's just been on fire right now, and still his price is too cheap still to me. So if he was in the 7,500, it'd be easily to just go ahead and pick Collins. But at 6,900, I think I can try this out one more time. And he possibly hit. Like I said, it's on Jacksonville to make a choice on who they plan on stopping. And right now, Tank Dell just hasn't been stopped, so I'm gonna just keep that going. As a cheap option, wide receiver, that I feel like is supposed to do really well, I'm gonna go with Josh Downs. They're coming off a bye too, so I feel like they should be able to attack the Tampa Bay in that slot area where we've been picking on them at. And then I am going to go with my defense here, and I'm gonna stay in that game with Tank Dell here, and actually go with the lowest defense here, man. Just a rivalry game. Like I say, I pick defenses that are going to be rivals every week. I don't care, because they just get up for those games, and you never know what they end up doing, especially the home team too. At that, unless the away team is just so much better, then I'll try that too. But yeah, rivalry game defense is always a good way to go. And then my last play here in the flex. I'm gonna go with Kyron Williams coming back against this great matchup against Arizona, man. So I'm gonna end that off just like that. Especially with those receivers being banged up, they're probably gonna lean a lot on him. So I really like that. So that's how I'm gonna end that, man, for my first look. Like I said, I might not be able to do the final look, but if I am, I got y'all. So I hope this really helps y'all out with cash and big this week. It's your boy J Star, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Coming up and everything for y'all. Hope y'all have a great day. Stay safe and stay close to the family and eat good, y'all. I'm out, y'all. Peace.